Happy Thursday, YouTube. Taddy Yuri back at it again. Gotta go back to the job. I've been off since the 24th of December. Now I'm getting back to it to work officially. Let me tell y'all, it's tough. It was tough being off those. It was great. Got a great reinvigoration. I'm back at it, but man, it was tough getting back to it. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's really tough. I was struggling this morning. I got up around 6:30, do my normal stuff. Um, I didn't walk like I normally do. It's like 30 degrees outside currently here in Tennessee, so I didn't do that. But oh my gosh, let's get it for 2025 though. But I just want to talk a little bit about what I do in tech. Like, what's my most important thing, my Bible, as far as how my days are ran. And I know y'all probably can't see this clearly, but what you see in front, those blocks, that's my calendar. I live and die by my calendar. If it's not on my calendar, then it's more likely, I'm not doing it. And how you got your calendar blocked depends on if people can put time on your calendar. So that's why it's really important to put, time on your calendar, no matter what it is. So my calls that I do, I got them in block form. Um, as you can kind of see, I know it's hard to see as I'm moving my mouse, but the first block at the top, kind of orange block, that's when I first make my first call block. A lot of times from 10 to 11. So I go a whole hour just, making dials. But before that 10 to 11, like I'm in, like going through my emails. So like right now, if I showed y'all my inbox, y'all be like, wow. So I have like 150 messages that I have to go through. I have to see what they're talking about, try to communicate with them because some of them may be trying to book a meeting. So I would show y'all that, but listen, my inbox is a mess for being gone for about almost a week. So that's the first thing I'm gonna do all morning. So that probably go into my call block, really. Going back, answering emails, seeing if I can get people booked to come in and do a demo for my company. So that's what I probably do half the morning all the way to lunch. And I'll just move my call block. That's from 10 to 11. I probably make my call block from 12 to 1. But this is the Bible, your calendar, because everybody in the company looks at your calendar to see if you have time. So if you don't want people adding time to your calendar, you better put something on your calendar. Like in the afternoons, I'm pretty much wide open. As y'all see that big old gap from that other color in the middle, that big gap in the middle, I'm pretty open, but I'm still doing stuff. Even though you don't see a call block on there, I'm still doing stuff. Let me zoom it in a little bit for you so you can see. As you can see, that's what I was talking about, my call block. And then my lunch. Then that big gap I have in between. Yeah. So that's what I do. Right there is what I actually call through. That's where I make my dials through there. So again, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday to everybody. Let's get it and win together. We're not here to work just to pay bills. Like I always say, we're here for so much more. So much more. But that's really what I'll show today as far as working. I think eventually I'll show y'all. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it, how to show you how I do my calls and go through that. The systems that we use for that. So I just got to figure out a way to do that. And then every morning the sun shines down on me from my window. I love it. I love the view. But man, y'all comment. Did anybody else have time off during the holidays from their job and finding it very difficult to get back into the swing of things? Like, it's probably going to take me all day and most of tomorrow to get back into the, swing of things, because I have to make $50 a day. That's part of my KPI. I got to make $50 a day. Normally I do 60, 65, but today it's probably going to be like 20 or 30, because I'm going to spend most of my time, like I said earlier, going through my emails, text messages, all those types of things. Because I know before I left, there was a few people that was interested in booking a meeting. So listen, booking meetings, that's what it's all about. Really, that's my commission, So even though commission here isn't all that, but that's my commission. That's where I can get an extra $1,200 to $2,000. And let me tell you, in other tech companies, for what I have to get, other tech companies, that $1,000 to $2,000 here would be $4,000 to $5,000 at another tech company. All tech companies aren't created equal. I'm gonna tell you that right now. There are some Rolls Royce tech companies, and then you have a Honda Civic. Dependable, that's great, that's good, but just bare basic minimum type of stuff. So that's what I normally do. I go through my calendar. First thing I do in the morning is I look at my calendar, see what I have on there, because let me tell you something. A lot of people, they'll sneak stuff onto your calendar. So when I get up in the morning, I'll look at my calendar to make sure my day is planned out. Because what'll happen sometimes is you get stuff added to your calendar, because you're busy doing something else, and then you'll get a Slack message talking about why you're not at this meeting. I'm like, what meeting? And I was like, oh, y'all snuck that on my calendar an hour before the meeting. So, and I tell them, I said, a lot of times once I've locked in my calendar and I looked that morning, I don't really go back to it, because it shouldn't change, but it does sometimes with the higher ups. They'll just throw something on your calendar, and then they'll Slack me like, why are you not in the meeting? I said, well, number one, I just not got off a call. Number two, I didn't see anything on my calendar. And they're like, well, look on your calendar. And I looked, and I was like, when was this put? I'm like, when was this put on my calendar? Oh, an hour ago. I was like, is there not there's got to be some type of time schedule that y'all have to do. Y'all just can't pop something on my calendar an hour before something and expect me to be there, unless it's like a company-wide meeting, which they pretty much do that automatically, and it's not last minute. But that's why it's important to do your calendar. So I'll look at my calendar, I'll go through my emails, and then I'll start whoever's the hottest. I start dialing and calling them. I can make $55 to $60 a day and probably talk to 4 to 5 people. Yes, you heard that right. I can dial 55 to 60 people a day and probably have conversations with 4 to 5 people. Again, this is not a hard job. Anybody can do this. Anybody, you right now that's working in some type of customer service, you work in Amazon, Walmart, anything like that, you're looking for a career change. Can you not do that? Can you not pick up the phone, go through a script? You don't have to memorize anything and just talk. Put your mind on autopilot and just dial. There's strategy come in later, but it's really not that big of a deal. It's not rocket science. It's just tedious. That's it. It's just a tedious thing to do day in and day out. Even the rejections on here when you're talking to people aren't that bad. Now I've been to other tech companies where you call somebody and they cuss you out. I mean, they dog cuss you out. I remember one time I got cussed out and I just busted out laughing on the phone because I don't take I don't take anything personal. I mean, I don't care enough to take it personal. And you got to understand, some people just are jackasses. Some people might be having a rough day. I don't take it personal. And that's one thing being in this industry or any sales really, don't take it personal. I don't. I don't lose any sleep over any of that. Like I tell you what, I laugh. And what happened to me one time, my manager heard that call where that guy was being a jackass to me, and she just heard I laugh, and we shared it with the team. And we're just like, look how Tadiori just flows through this. I was just floating on it and just laughing and just having a great time. And she was like, I heard him do his next call and he was not bothered. There's a lot of things in life, just like with sales, like you won't know that I'm bothered. Even if I am bothered, I keep the same disposition if I close a deal or I just get dog cussed out. It doesn't matter. And you have to be that in life. Like, you looking at me, I can win the lottery and I can be in bankruptcy. And you'll see me on those days winning the lottery. My expressions or nothing else have changed. I'm in bankruptcy. My expression and stuff hasn't changed. I am steady the whole time. Now, internally, a lot of stuff may be going on, but externally, you won't be able to tell. And that's how we got to be in life. We got to be so anti-fragile, as it were, in our life, in our business, in our jobs, in our relationships. Like, okay, cool. What's next? Let's go. Okay, cool. You cussed me out. All right. Bye. Next. Oh, my girl left me. Okay, cool. It was fine. I loved you. Next. Oh, this deal didn't go through. All right. Next. Oh, job, you didn't give me my promotion that I deserved 2 times. Okay. Next. You got to have that mentality for 2025. For us to get where we need to get to, we need to adapt that type of mentality and not be so, what is the word I'm looking for? Just thirsty and gripping on for dear life, to be disconnected from it. Still not be walking around like a robot. You still have feelings, but just disconnect from the outcome. It's going to do what it's going to do. Life is going to life. And you just got to be anti-fragile with it. You be like, oh, okay, cool. This happened to me. That happened to me. This was good. That was bad. Whatever the case may be. We the ones that make stuff. If it's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. I'm like, okay, cool. Me getting denied twice for this job that I'm on right now for that promotion. I'm like, after I like, listen, go to my other videos, you know how I felt about it. But now I'm like, okay, cool. It's a new year and I'm just going to moving forward. That's it. So next month, if I'm still here and they ask me, hey, Tadiori, do you want to interview for, that role? I'll be like, no, thank you. I'm not interviewing for it. You can give it to me, but I'm not interviewing for it. I told y'all, that if I'm interviewing for a job, it's going to be for a job that's not here, which I'm waiting to hear back. I should hear something back probably next week, but I did kill it though. The other job interview. And that's the thing with tech, man. There's so many interviews to get. Like, I got one that I should hear back from on Monday of next week on the 6th. And then I got 3 interviews next week with brand new companies. Listen, y'all, I don't know where you are, but if you're grinding and you're struggling in your current career, tech can unstick you. If you're feeling like you stuck, tech can unstick you. I know a lot of people that got in tech. Some of them not in it now, but they came in and made a bunch of money, and then they started pursuing their passions. Like, I mean, they was facing bankruptcy. They were living with their parents, 30-something-year-olds living with their parents because they just fell on hard times. And they got into tech for 2 years. Man, they got in and killed it. And then they got out. I know somebody brand new on the job, not at this company, but another company. Came in, brand new. Their first commission check, they make $17,000. Yes, you heard that. They got on the phones and they was a demon. $17,000. Oh, but they're gonna text the hell out of you though. Taxes, on your commission check. I remember I made a commission check, $1,200, and my taxes, after taxes, I got like $700 on a $1,200 commission check. I was like, oh my gosh, they tax those things heavily. Your commission checks, it's wild. But anyway, she made $17,000. Brand new to tech. I'm telling you, it's the only thing it takes is just a want. Again, where I don't know where you are, but if you want to be in a better spot, I'm telling you, get in the tech, get in the comments. I can show you, I can give you examples of my resume. I can show you how to do stuff and where to apply to. Don't apply on LinkedIn because that's just a cesspool of, it's just a waste of time. Like, I do not apply for jobs on LinkedIn at all. I did that when I first got into tech a little bit over a year ago. I was doing that, but I don't do that anymore. And I get better results going through what I go through now. So if you're looking for a new career, jump in my comments, say, hey, Taddy Yuri, how do I get into tech? I'll hit you back with, get your email address and send you some information. Again, it don't have to be a long-term thing, but this could be something right now. If you're struggling to pay bills, if you need, some benefits, if you need to go get some dental work done, you need to go to listen, day one, when you start in tech, you have all your benefits, all of them. And I don't know if you commute to work. A lot of tech companies now are still allowing you to work from home. So if that's you, hit me up in the comments. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment. I know I hate saying that, but because everybody knows to do that, but I gotta say it anyway. But yeah, this Thursday. This is my morning routine. This is what I do in tech. And this is pretty much similar to everybody in tech. When first thing you get in the morning, you just go through what you need to go through and heat up your emails, social medias, messaging people, and then you have your call blocks. Call blocks are pretty much the best time when you find to reach people. And in the industry that I'm in now, you get better pickups during the afternoon. In the mornings, not so much. On Mondays, not so much. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the industry that I'm in now are the best times to get pickup. So Tuesday and Wednesday, that's when I make the most calls. I'll probably make 75 to 80 dials on both of those days, on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, because those are prime days in my industry where the owners are picking up and answering the phone. Mondays, people are still, picking up stuff from the weekend and going into meetings. So Tuesday and Wednesdays are the key days. But this is the day in the life of Tadayori in tech. I'm out. You.